What's going on, collectors? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today, boys, we are going to the card show for episode 3 of our series. Now, boys, I want to give you guys a quick overview of everything that's happened in the first 2 episodes. So we did start off with $100. Right now, we have $100 into our bank account. We have $180 invested into a card lot that we are going to be selling at the convention. And we also have $60 invested into these 2 cards. An Amen Thompson rookie stained glass. On top of that, a Shohei Ohtani Lightning Leaders PSA 9. The total value of both of those cards is around 140 to 130 bucks. Now, even having 70, 80 bucks from that card lot right there, those 2 cards, we are happy. We are making good money. At the end of the day, that $20, it adds up. And if we do it 100 times, it makes 20 times 100. I'm not that smart. Now, boys, before we get into this episode, I want to do the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Really and truly, from the bottom of my heart, the support has been absolutely unreal. The kindness has been crazy. This hobby has the kindest of people. And I really do appreciate you guys. I really do. I love you guys. I actually love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now, boys, we're giving away a Coastal Loveland RPA number to 399 for absolutely free to someone in the comments down below. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is like, subscribe, and comment Tony Romo in any of the episodes that we have posted. Guys, I love you guys so much. The support has been unreal, and I hope one of you guys takes home this gem. Here we go, guys. This is what we have prepared for the card show. Now, I will have a list of things that you should take to the card show so you can enjoy and have the best of times. I mean, honestly, I've been to card shows so many times just to buy and just to have a good time, just to vibe. It's so fun, especially trade nights, guys. Trust me, trade nights are the best because you interact with so many people. Now, here we go, chat. This is all the things I'm looking to sell, and this is what I needed for the YouTube series to sell. This is all personal. Now, this is a $180 card lot. Boys, it's all packaged up because it's a 30-40 minute drive for me. And honestly, I don't want to take any risks on, so secure, safety, that's what matters. So chat, I'm here. I'm about to go out and start making my deals. And yeah, my hair is everywhere, bro. It was so windy outside. I melt in the cold. And Houston is not it right now, especially in February. Winter starts in February in Houston, guys. Yeah, in December it's usually summer, but February it's winter. So guys, we were walking around and I left one of the boxes. I'll show you, I have my entire card lot set up. So I'm about to sell it to the guy. I left one of my boxes down and it basically got swiped. And yeah, so that 180 card lot, yeah, it's cut in half. Here are the cards that I still have remaining though. I mean, it's still a good amount of cards still left. But basically, I had 2 of these boxes filled and one of the boxes got stolen. GG's, chat. Now, the guy went through my entire lot. He took down 50 cards that he really liked, and he gave me 75 cents per card. And that was $40 total. That cuts down on our 180 investment, and we already lost half of the card lot. So I'm content, very content. Instead of me going out and selling these 2 cards right here, he is going to be the one going to sell out. Now, the reason why is because I want to show you guys that if you guys get cards at a good price and you guys are at the right convention, it's honestly so easy to sell them. It's honestly so easy to make profit off of cards. Guys, we just need $60 off of these 2 cards. Only $60. Guys, I just came back home from the card show and not a lot of great things happened. So, I mean, I'm not too upset. It's my little brother. He ended up making a mistake. It's okay. It happens. And honestly, it's my fault, but I expect better from him because this is not the first time that, he's been at a card show and he's flipped cards. Now, here's what happened. I gave him the 2 cards. He ends up going and selling the Shohei Ohtani at $50. Today, it was comping at $100, I swear. So that's 50% comp value. I was in absolute shock. And the reason being is because I told him up to $60 instead of saying anything above $60. So yes, it was my mistake, but at the end of the day, that's my little musketeer, bro. When I go to card shows and I'm doing my own personal work for my own personal business, I give him a $60, $70 card that I bought at 75% value, and I tell him go flip it at 80% or 80 to 90%. Sometimes because he's a little kid, he'll get the 95% sell, and he will hustle, he will negotiate. But for the YouTube series, the one time for the YouTube series. He didn't even check the comps or anything. This guy ends up selling the Shohei for 50 and the Amen Thompson for 20. So we end up going home with only $70. Now it is the time to start buying, because at the end of the day, boys, we have no high-end singles. Half of our whatnot lot got swiped, so we only have half of the whatnot lot to run. But on the bright side, we have $100 into our bank account. We made $70 off the Shohei Ohtani and the Amen Thompson, and we also made another $40 from selling 50 cards from that, whatnot singles lot. Now we end up having $210 into our bank account to go play with, but we need to invest it properly and very smartly. Something that we would buy for our own PC, for our own future investments. Something that we would also buy at 80% value. Nothing above 80% or 85%. Because at the end of the day, at 90%, that's your lowest, that should be your last price. Now, I'm about to show you guys how I buy cards at 80% value. Now, if you do work at a card shop or you can get an opportunity to work at a card shop, I would really advise you to take it, because at the end of the day, people walk into card shops knowing that, they need to sell their cards at a certain percentage. And also, if you could afford a table to be a vendor at a card show, I would really recommend that, because people do come up to vendor tables expecting to sell their cards at 70 to 80% comp value. But here's how I got my cards at 80% value before I even set up at card shows, before I even had a job at a card shop. I'll show you guys everything. That's my bird cage right there. They're covered up, they're sleeping. So guys, I've already made the post. Buying heavy sports cards, preferably $50 plus. That's my post. And now after I make my post, guys, I just scroll around and I look through these cards, right? And I try finding something that I like, something in our price range, and I shoot 80% of the value of it. And I mean, some of these cards are for sale. Some of these people, guys, this right here, just pulled this from a blast. I'm about to send him a message, bro. Here we go, chat. There we go. Hey, bro, are you looking to sell that Travis Hunter auto? There we go, chat. And we just keep doing this again and again and again and again. And trust me, we will get responses by the end of the day. So guys, it is the next morning and my phone has been buzzing literally all night. I've been getting lots of cards sent to me. I honestly replied to a lot of the messages. We'll go through it, guys. Boys, look at my birds. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Anyways, rise and shine. Now, there's also a method when you send out when you post your Facebook group chat post, there's a method. Now, a lot of the times you'll see people saying, I'm buying at 80%, and they will have no responses. But the people who are saying I'm buying, they'll get a lot of responses. Look, the store, when you own a store, I don't own a store, but if you had a store, right? Half your sale is already done once your customer is inside the store, right? That's exactly the the thought process you should have. Once once they're already starting to negotiate, half the sale is already done. Now you just got to get it to the price that you want to be at, and you're good. To be very honest with you, most of the time, you don't even say that you want to be at 80%. You just give them the value of the card and then try negotiating at your 80% value without telling them that you're being at 80%. Because most of the time, they'll agree knowing that you need some room of profit. But just the fact that they know that they're selling their card at 80% of its value pisses them off. But if you give them the price without telling them it's 80% of the price, they'll be okay with it. It's kind of a mental thing, guys. Trust me. Now, I'm not saying that every single person that you shoot out and try to negotiate a price with will end up trying to, sell their cards at 80% of the value. Most of the time, a lot of the times, you will get a good deal in. But there are times where people will be stubborn and they won't even want to negotiate with their prices. Like, for an example, that Travis Hunter auto. I was messaging the guy in the middle of my sleep. Take a look at the messages. He said, thinking about selling it for $200. When he said 200, I knew he was trying to fleece me, so I got pretty upset. So, I showed him the comms. I was like, I don't know which card you have, but this is what I'm seeing with Travis Hunter autos. And then he showed me his card, and I was like, here's what I see. I value the card around 50 to 60 bucks. I want to be around 40 for it. I'm not holding it for 6 months looking to flip, because he was like, everyone knows that his stuff is going to go up in the next year. Come on now, bro. I mean, bro, when we were at the card convention, hold up, let me flip the camera real quick. Now, I walk up to a table, I see a Jordan Love PSA 9 auto and a Jordan Love Raw auto, both the same cards. And I asked the guy, hey, bro, what do you value these two cards at? And he said, 250 on the PSA 9, 170 on the Raw card. All right, I said, all right. And I pull out my phone trying to comp it out. As soon as I start typing in Jordan Love, this guy goes, I don't go based off of comp value. So I was like, bro, what? So what do you go off of? He's like, I go based off how the player is doing, you know, how well recognized he is, how great his auto looks, because the Jordan Love had a heart on his auto. I search up that freaking card. It goes for around 75 bucks. He looked at me. He smiled. I just walked away. I gave him a thumbs up and I walked away. I looked at my brother. I said, have you ever heard anybody say something that stupid in the last year that we've been going to card shows every month? You know? And I said that so loudly, there were like 3-4 people looking at me. I don't care. If you're trying to come in the card business and all you're trying to do is fleece people, you're not going to be successful. I'm sorry. If you want to be a businessman, be professional. All right, I'm sorry for my little rant, but guys, that type of stuff really does tick me off, especially because I see it a lot on Whatnot, at card shows. I mean, I've been on streams where I've been 12 hours streaming one break, and 7 hours into the break, I haven't sold a single team. That was in the very beginning of my Whatnot journey. But guys, there are streamers that don't sell spots for 3 hours and start cursing out their own customers, the people that have bought from them in the past. Are you kidding me, bro? Bro, if you want to build a customer base, you don't treat them like crap. And if you want to be recognized and loved by the people that you work with and the people around you, you have to keep it real and you have to be 100%. That's the mentality I'm going to have. That's the mentality I've seen my dad have. And that's the mentality I've seen a lot of successful businessmen have. Guys, trust me, it works. It helps in the long run. At the end of the day, boys, and this is not any sort of advice I want to give, you guys have to understand, Snoop Dogg didn't just become relevant for the last 10 years just by, you know, being Snoop Dogg. He kept it real with everybody around him. No matter what he did, he kept it real. So for the last 10 years, people kept up with him because he was always real. That's how you gotta be. All right, now back to the video, guys. I will be running this entire lot of cards that we have left on Whatnot this coming up Saturday, the day before the Super Bowl, because Whatnot is having a special 4% commission day, where usually they charge 8% commission for sellers, but on this Saturday, they're going to be doing only 4%, cutting that in half. So we can make more money than we usually do on Whatnot if we can juice this lot out properly. And guys, we need as much money as we possibly can get right now. Also, I will be updating you guys if I do buy anything off of the Facebook. Now, guys, I have to go to work, so I will be on my Messenger, texting people, replying to people, looking at lots of cards. But I will update you guys once I'm back. The next day, I just woke up and I gotta head out to work, but I did make a deal on Facebook. I've been quite busy, haven't had time to like get the camera up and record, but I will show you guys the messages right now. We got the deal done at $70. I'll show you guys the deal. Here's the chat from the very beginning. This is just for authenticity. Now, he sent me his eBay listings, and I told him, is it possible if he could just send it here so then it could save him the eBay fees? And he said he was going to keep some items on auction, and then he ended up sending me things that he does not have on eBay. So we ended up picking up this Victor Wembanyama Rookie Prism, JD5 Red, White, and Blue PSA 9, and Bo Nix Fireworks Green PSA 9. All three of them at $70. Here's what they comp at. The Victor Wembanyama goes for around 30 to 40 bucks, around $30. So we will mark that as $30. The JD5 goes for around 35, and that's basically our money back. And Bo Nix, whatever we sell for is our profit. So what we did when we did the calculations, honestly, was 20 plus 30 plus 35.80, and this is the price that we want it to be at. Now, back to the chat here. I just want to show you guys, I don't want to show my shipping address, but I will do 70 shipped. That's selling to you for 62, and I can ship this morning. I asked if you could do 65, but Yeah, I don't want to scroll down further because it'll show my shipping address, but we got the deal done for $70. Now we made our purchase at $70, guys, and honestly, boys, if I was to put those cards into my card shop or into my showcase at a convention, they would sell so quick. Those are liquid cards. And if you really know what you're doing in this business, guys, and you know which cards to buy, like the liquid cards, guys, you can make a lot of money. Now, even if you buy them at 80%, because buying cards is not hard. There's hundreds of people willing to sell their cards. You just got to be the smart businessman and get the customer into your messages first before you say that, you're going to buy at 80%. Anyways, there's going to be hundreds of people willing to sell their cards. You can buy them at 80% and even flip them at 90% at card shows, because there's going to be hundreds of people willing to buy your cards at 90%. But if you are the one setting up at a card show, you can sell your card at 100% so easily. Guys, in order to start a business, you just need a product that moves. Cards are a product that moves, and there's hundreds of people willing to buy them. You got to be a shark and you got to get those deals, and then after that, you got to flip them and you got to make some bread. Guys, trust me. The product is there. The effort needs to be done. Trust, big trust. I love you guys. We will be continuing the paperwork, and we will be going out, and once these cards ship in, we're going to go sell these cards, and we're going to have a little bit more money into our bank account, and we're going to save the money we have right now until we can sell the cards, because honestly, we want to invest into a bigger card. That way we could make more profit. Now, guys, stay tuned. We will be doing the paperwork in the next episode, and then we will be flipping the next, the lot of cards that we get in. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys.